There's something we need to talk about. Hey, I am Chuck the Bureaucrat, and back in about 2014, I started taking an antidepressant medication. And I want to share this with you today for a couple of reasons. The most important reason is because I want to make sure that you have the right perspective about this common experience. To get started, let me put this into context. Between 2012 and 2014, I was a junior lieutenant colonel, getting good evaluations and getting assigned to increasingly difficult jobs. I had been working at the Pentagon for about, 4 years at that point, and it was becoming obvious that that was going to be my world for the rest of my military career. At the same time, I was experiencing the kind of setbacks that any motivated, capable action officer experiences when they take on this kind of workload. I was playing professional ball for the first time, and I was taking professional hits. So there were some weird thoughts that started creeping into my head. In particular, there was this one voice that seemed to suggest that suicide might be a way to get out of this situation. And I'm telling you, at one point, that little SOB presented a cost-benefit analysis about how beneficial it would be if I committed suicide. And just to wrap up this little bit of context, after I started taking an antidepressant, I went on to complete my PhD, I did a War College fellowship at MIT, and I served as a colonel in 3 different assignments. So trust me, the stress did not stop. But let's get to the more important part of this discussion, which is you. My expectation is that as you progress through your military career, you're going to experience, a mental health issue. And I hesitate to call it a mental health issue just because it's not like you're having some sort of abnormal reaction to the normal world. Instead, your career is going to put you in some extremely abnormal conditions. And it's normal to have strong negative responses to that. The way I think about it is like a professional NFL football player. An NFL running back is going to take some hard hits. The kind of hits that the human body can endure once or twice, but maybe not every Sunday, week after week. It is normal that under those conditions, something is going to hurt. And sure, he might suck it up and walk it off for a couple of plays, but he's also going to let the team doctor know. He's going to seek out the advice and tools to make sure that he is not permanently injured. The reason is his team needs him in the game. They're counting on him. And the same thing goes for you. If you're working on the nation's hardest problems, those problems are going to hit back and they are going to hit hard. You will probably get hurt. You may find yourself walking out of a closed-door meeting with a 4-star general thinking, maybe I am a worthless piece of crap. And just like a professional football player, you might want to get that checked out. How do you put it on ice? How do you stretch that muscle? How do you build the muscles around it so that you can endure that kind of punishment? Because we need you to stay in the game as long as possible. Your nation, your family, all of us are counting on you, and we want you to be as successful as possible. And now, if you want to see how the Army gets the whole idea of suicide prevention wrong, watch this video.